So, as a science student, I learned a bunch of things this year about the scientific community and science in general that I think a lot of people aren't aware of, so I thought I would share. These are kind of things that I think people should know if they're planning on going into science, as well as just the general population when reading or learning about science things, specifically when reading scientific papers and studies and things. That would definitely help with scientific literacy. Brought to you by It Counts as Studying if I'm making a video on the things that I'm supposed to be studying. Let's talk about open science. So, open science is a more recent practice in the scientific community. It's basically the goal is to make science and scientific discoveries more accessible to everybody. So some of the large problems within scientific studies is inaccessibility. So papers being behind paywalls and all of the data and procedures not available to the public, which is a problem if you want to know everything behind the studies, and specifically things that are behind paywalls, because if it's behind a paywall you can't read it, which is a problem. So open science specifically is working towards preventing questionable research practices, which hiding data and skewing the results and all of that, which isn't good, as well as making everything open to the public if they want it. So full raw data, all of the coding behind making the reports and everything. So some ways that this is happening is emphasizing proper statistical analysis, which is, as I'll go into a bit later, one of the problems behind a lot of published research, as well as streamlining and improving the peer review process, and also putting an emphasis on registered reports, which I will also probably talk about in a bit. So yeah, open science is really important in improving scientific literacy in both the general public as well as academic circles. So by promoting open science, you are promoting accessibility of scientific discoveries and research to the wider community, and overall improving the scientific process and community in general. So that's why it's important.